What up, brother? Okay. All right, now. Y'all ready to rock and roll with me? Let me share this out. Could y'all share it out? Because, people. What's up, peoples? Come on, y'all. Y'all know this is the roll call. Where y'all tuning in from? Where y'all tuning in from? Roll call. I'm gonna open up the lines too. Brother Lance, what up? Jamal, what up? Roll call time, baby. Riverside in the building. Come on, y'all. We got to get the roll call up, man. Where y'all tuning in from? We got London in the building. I'm gonna give everybody the shout outs. You ready? Everybody the shout outs. London in the building. Riverside in the building. Come on, yo. Where we tuning in from? Come on, let's go. London, UK, what up? I see y'all soon. Queens, what's up? Charlotte, what's up? Where we at on Instagram? Come on, y'all. Give me the shout outs. Where y'all at? Chi-Town, what up, B? Go check out Can't Believe It's Not Me. Oakland in the building on Instagram. Let's go. Tampa, what's up, brother? I know some of y'all hiding behind the scenes. If just in case, y'all should share it out. Share it out. Give everybody the shout outs. Come on, where we at? Oklahoma in the building. What's up, Oaktown? That's it. Y'all scared to let me know where y'all tuning in from? It's okay. It's fine. Come on, y'all. I don't bite. Come on. Oklahoma City. I know it got to be some more people on his feed. Come on, y'all. We got to know. I know it's kind of late on the East Coast, but let's go. What's CPT? I'm sorry, I don't know what that. What's CPT? Compton? That's Compton? I knew that was Compton. Compton in the building. What's up? We got, I'm talking about Instagram. We got, hold up. Yeah, we got Compton in the building too, y'all. Don't get it twisted. Please, everybody, share the video out. Come on, share it out. Compton's in the house. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Y'all ready to rock and roll? I know y'all hiding. It's okay. This is the moment you go get all the scholars, all your peoples. We're going to have some fun. So let me help y'all out. So for the people that don't know that I think I just walked into this, I go back to my radio days with cassette tapes and mini discs. Let me help y'all out. These are Sabir Bay shows, mini discs, 2003, 2005, 2003. I got more. So whatever subs, you can play these joints for the next 20 years. You can hear all the stuff that people are talking about today. Sabir Bay shows all the way back to 2003. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad. The Mother of the Matrix, 2004. My sister, Sophia Stewart. So these are what you call people masters. And I got a closet full of my masters. So I've been doing this radio thing for a very, very long time. Some people get mad. It's your black conscious people that's the problem. It ain't Sabir Bay. So you're ready to rock with me? If you want to join the feed, I'm going to put the link up. Let's have some fun. Everything is love, family. But please share the videos out. If I'm wrong on anything that I'm presenting, I don't care if you get mad at me. I have a total different view of a lot of things, and everything that I do, I show and prove. Let's go. Share it out. Shout out to my international audience also. Shout out to the international audience. All you got to do is come on the feed. All you got to do is hit the link. It's free for you. Okay? Let's put the link up here. It's free. I'm only give you cats that, you know, that my stalker 2 chances. I'm going to just keep blocking you every time you say something. One thing you can't do is stop Sabir Bay. LA in the building too. We got LA, London, Compton, Riverside, UK, Flint, Michigan in the building. Shout out to my sister Tracy. Let's go.
Like anybody, I would like to live.
All you got to do is hit the link.
A long life, longevity.
Hit the link.
Has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
I'm live right now. What's up?
You know what?
All right, let's go.
Moorish technique. Killer Mike.
All you got to do is click the link, baby. This is the dream team that was right there. KRS-One. Taj, myself.
It's like a prison with invisible bars. No matter where you at it, always.
Let's take that from the top. This is a lecture that we did in Louisville, Kentucky. Taj Tariq Bey, KRS-One, Abdullah Bey, and myself. I keep trying to tell y'all, you don't want this. Yes, my brother said, let's get these likes up. Let's take it from the top one more time. Let's go. Share it out on Twitter, y'all. Real Sabir Bey on Twitter. Real Sabir Bey on Twitter. And real people, please come to the cipher. Okay? Take it from the top. The link is up.
Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain.
Rob, what up?
And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to think that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Yeah. You know what? Fuck that. Moorish technique. Killer Mike. Fuck. Brother Ali. Fuck. No. Yeah. It's like a prison with invisible bars. No matter where you at, it always follows you where you are. And it's hard out there for a pimp to get out of. But it's harder for the hook that I eat the shit out of. I got underground in the Confederate States. Ironically running from slavery that prison creates. So I never hate on the South. I respect their vision. I just hate on that promote the shamboism and white execs that love to see us all. And it's hard out there for a pimp to get out of. But it's harder for the hook that I eat the shit out of. I got underground in the Confederate States. Ironically running from slavery that prison creates. So I never hate on the South. I respect their vision. I just hate on that promote Samboism and white execs that love to see us in that position. They reflect the stereotypes of America's vision. They want us dancing, cooning and hollering, only respect us for playing sports and modeling. More than racism, it's stay in your places. And more people are trapped in practical black racism. So fuck a civil war between the North and the South. It's between field niggas and slaves that are stuck in the house. Civil war for the soul.
Can we rewind that back one more time, y'all? Can we rewind that part but one more time? Y'all better read Frantz Fanon's book, Black Skin, White Mask. One more time. Black Skin, White Mask by Frantz Fanon. He said, all they ask of the black man is to be a good nigga, and the rest will follow on its own. And this is what your conscious black people are afraid of, and your elite people and your boule people. I don't take sides with nobody. So anything that you saw heard on Dominic the Prima show, y'all can come on over here too and ask me on his feed. But you ain't going to ask me 21,000 questions on my show. Okay, that's a lecture. So hurry up because I'm ready to fly out this week, y'all. So come on over. So any conversation, if you want to know my point of view, just come over here like Stevie Wonder said. If you want to know my point of view, come on over. Listen to this part one more time and get Frantz Fanon's book, Black Skin, White Mask.
Love to see us in that position. They reflect to get out of, but it's harder for the hook that I beat the shit out of. I got underground in the Confederate States, ironically running from slavery that prison creates. So I never hate on the South. I respect their vision. I just hate on that promote Samboism and white execs that love to see us in that position. They reflect the stereotypes of America's vision. They want us dancing, cooning and hollering, only respect us for playing sports and modeling. More than racism, it's stay in your places. So more people are trapped in practical black racism. So fuck a civil war between the North and the South. It's between fields and slaves that are stuck in the house. Civil war for the soul of a nation. This is a struggle to save civilization. Demonstrations overthrowing the occupation, the annihilation of mental colonization, civil war for the soul of a nation. We fight for the future of our civilization, destroy the corrupt. Here it comes, trying to survive cultural assassination. Fresh niggas, blood niggas, ex-slave Asian. Why the fuck we born with each other's population? The devil on the dead, all our population, people.
Let's rewind that back one more time. Y'all not catching this? Bring all your organizations over here. I don't care which one you're in. Bring them to the Sabir Bay Cipher.
We fight for the future of our civilization. Destroy the corrupt government organizations. Trying to survive cultural assassination. Pushing the blood niggas, ex-slave Asian. Why the fuck we born with each other's population? The devil on the dead. All our population, people in both nations. Why the separation? Why we got Jamaicans hating on Haitians? When the British and French rape both nations. Mexicans and blacks kill each other, great hating. Why the government profits from prison population? If you on the bottom, be you Anglo or Asian, you gotta recognize the realness of what I'm saying. You gotta recognize another sheep ain't the enemy. When the police ride and kill us frequently, we gotta make you see. What the truth be, if you achieve to grow and develop GP, you gotta recognize the realness of what I'm saying. You gotta recognize another sheep ain't the enemy. When the police ride and kill us frequently, we gotta make the youth see. What the truth be, if you achieve to grow and develop GP, 50 years of games and our people still poor. If we really run the streets, we should really end war. Civil war for the soul of a nation. This is a struggle to save civilization. Demonstrations overthrowing the occupation, the annihilation of mental colonization. Civil war for the soul of a nation. We fight for the future of our civilization. Destroy the corrupt government organizations. Trying to survive cultural assassination. Our hearts were torn apart just like y'all was. Watching towers full of souls fall assault us. Every time we called your office, you ignored us. Now you're holding hearings on us all inside of Congress. Microscopes on us, asking which your hardest. My answer was in line with all of the founding fathers. I think conscience said it best, give me liberty or death. I shall never accept anything less. You claim in this won. You play victimless, but you gave the kiss of death in the name of self-defense. Slavery and theft about the nations to the end of pacifying your citizenry with success. We believe in freedom, justice, security, but the only door will never apply universally. So certainly if I rage against the machine, my aim was only to clean the germs out of the circuitry. Urgently putting fear inside your heart. Make you burn Qurans and tell me not to build a Mars. Me, my wife, and babies, we ain't never made you hard. We just want to touch your head to the floor and talk to God. Has to clean the germs out of the circuitry. Urgently putting fear inside your heart. Make you burn Qurans and tell me not to build a Mars. Me, my wife, and babies, we ain't never made you hard. We just want to touch your head to the floor and talk to God. Ask him to remove every blemish from our heart. The greatest spread of harm doesn't come from any bomb. The moment you refuse the human rights for just a few, what happens when that few includes you? Civil war. Touch your head to the floor and talk to God. Ask him to remove every blemish from our heart. The greatest spread of harm doesn't come from any bomb. The moment you refuse the human rights for just a few, what happens when that few includes you? Civil war.
What's up, Dre? How many people
Peace.
show y'all that? Who does that? Who talked about the human rights of death? Whoever talked about this? Come on. He said the greatest threat is human rights. So let me explain this for some of you black people, and I know y'all watching. Black people don't have human rights, and it's crazy. And it's not to keep beating up my sister Dominique the Prima, but I want you to understand that was a door that was open if y'all paid attention to it, because a lot of our people now are emailing me ungodly. Woo! Y'all don't even get the method that I be using, boy. So for the record, these are all radio shows. They call mini discs. I have many of these things. So it's a method to severe based madness, because you know why? You know why, Brother Dre? Because I truly live this.
What's up?
The art of war. Oh, I live. Oh, it's so freaking real when you understand this, brother. So this is even though you're capable, show incapability. And I played that song, and it was weird because it was running through my head all day, because I've been getting a lot of people hit me up saying, yo, brother, you're going to go live? You're going to go live? I'm like, what I'm going to talk about? Literally, I said, what I'm going to talk about? So as I'm out today getting my stuff together before I go overseas, on this, y'all had to get some of these too. Yo, this is what you want to use on your suitcase, bro. For the people, I'm giving y'all some travel tips. Why am I saying this? Because you can put this between the loops so they can't go inside your suitcase no kind of way. Get those things, B. So yeah, it's going to be kind of cool. So I'm just running around getting last minute stuff together. So jump on the feed, y'all. Let's go. You can beat me up, but you ain't going to ask me a million questions like yesterday. What's up, Dre? How you doing, man?
It's Sunday. There's the Lord.
Praise the Lord. God is good all the time. Shout out to my sister Lorraine Muhammad on the feed. So I played that song Civil War because everybody's making us think about this movie, bro. Everybody's making us think about this movie. I can't make this up, right? Everybody's. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you something, how crazy this really is, right? So everybody's talking about the Civil War now. I've been talking about this. Y'all remember? Remember I was talking about Civil War? But let me let y'all see other people. And if how many of y'all have the King Arthur plan? Raise your hand. The Rex 84.
I do. Oh, you the one who brought me attention to the movie. I didn't know it was coming to you. You showed it to me.
All right, brother, get off my feed. All right, keep it pushing, homie. See you later. Make another page. Grow up. So let me just show you how crazy this was. This dude did a video on it. I can't make this up.
New A24 movie. Let's watch the trailer.
Listen, they don't play these things just to play this for y'all. I need y'all to hear me. Listen closely. Listen. Who is the black man's ally? So get your foundational black Americans right now. And I don't care. They ain't doing it on Sunday. I can come on their feed. If they want to invite me on their feed, I'll come on their feed. And on that subject. But it ain't going to be 10 hours. But who are the black man's allies? Pay attention. Come on, y'all. Let's start this over.
I don't know. Do they have allies?
I don't know.
Oh my God, that is terrifying. The fact that just the trailer got me that stressed and intrigued tells me all I need to know. I need to see this movie. It's so terrifying too, because it's like, this is actually plausible, right? Like these types of movies are actually more terrifying because it's like, you know, monsters and giant, you know, aliens and stuff like that is cool and all, but it's like, that's not a thing. This could be a thing. All that to say, I cannot wait to see this opening weekend in theaters. This thing looks insane. If the trailer is any indication, we are in for a treat. So if you guys want to check this movie out, you should.
Hold up. Did you hear what he said? First, he said, "What kind of Americans are you?" Listen to me closely, bro. And I'm gonna get into all of this. He said, "What kind of American?" So, what kind of American are black people? Let me explain this to y'all. And if I'm wrong, you can bring your foundational black Americans. I'm for it. I'm for it today. Let's go. Y'all better listen to that song I played, Civil War. So bring your foundational black Americans. And which one are they? Because America, people, is Canada. America is Puerto Rico. America is Haiti. America is Mexico, which I can drive to Mexico right across the border, right? So what kind of American are you? And this is not semantics. This is not pun. This is not playing on words. I'm just being 100. If I'm wrong, y'all can come check me. If I'm wrong, check me. Which American are you? You think whoever wrote that movie and put that movie out didn't understand what was going to go on? Bear with me. And I want y'all to understand more people is watching this video than y'all think. And they send these videos out all over.
I love it.
I think it's called predictive programming.
That's what it is. That's for the record, y'all. That's KRS-One and I. We did a lecture in Louisville, Kentucky. That photo was when I was speaking. KRS-One was looking like, God damn, nigga. Like it was real talk. I got to give y'all. I forgot what I said at this event in Louisville, Kentucky. And KRS-One was like, whoa. And then I want you to pay attention because remember I told you facial expressions is everything, right? So that's KRS-One when I was speaking. And I forgot. I said something on the lines. It might have been about black or whatever. I don't even remember. We waiting for the video. This was a couple years ago. And I want you to see the facial expressions because the facial expressions is everything. Now, you see his other facial expression? So let me help y'all out with Chris. So I put this together, but the brother that paid us, shout out to the brother who paid us to come in because we're only supposed to be KRS-One and myself. Sabir Bey said, let's bring Taj and let's bring Abdullah Bey. When KRS-One saw Taj, he was like, whoa. Did you see his face? You're like, oh. He said, wait a minute. He was like, wait a minute, that's Taj. He said, that's Taj. But see, y'all think this is a game with what we do, baby. So when you don't know what I actually do behind the scenes. So when I put this team together, but we got paid through a brother that paid us, right? And KRS-One is not cheap, people. It's not. So I want y'all to understand KRS-One can because of me, and he got paid also. But I want y'all to understand my point of views is not like everybody else. I will give you the truth, and I will challenge you on it. And just like that whole show with Dominique DePrima, she could have addressed the issues that I had, but she wanted me to agree with reparations. No one owes black people reparations because black is not a nationality. This is just the reality. But Civil War is getting ready to kick off, right? And I want y'all to pay attention. I need y'all to pay attention. And I want to know who's the allies of so-called black people. Give me 1 second. You ain't got to type anything. That's all y'all got to do is come on the feed. Okay? So, give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can pull this up. If y'all haven't got this, y'all should get this seriously. This is the Rex 84, bro. I can't make this up. Now, should I play the song one more time for them, brother, so they can get it? Who wants to hear the song one more time? So y'all can comprehend this. Hit them again. Y'all want to hit them with it again? Okay, let's go. Let's do this one more time. Let's go. That's the Rex 84. This is the Rex 84. If you don't have it, you should email me and I can send it to you, but it ain't free. But I had this document for over 26, 27 years. It came out in 1960. in the 60s. 60s. Come on, let's go. One more time. Let's take it from the top, bro.
I would like to live
I know y'all don't
a
want
long life, longevity.
And this is why I said black folks are stiff-headed.
Come
Come on, y'all, let's go.
Place. But I'm not concerned about that now.
You can stop typing and come on the feed,
I
y'all.
just want to do God's will. And he's allowed me to go up to the mountain.
Distractions and mug. 1969.
I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory.
I don't fear no man.
Of the coming of the Lord.
Let's go, y'all. Share it out. Share it out. We're gonna keep going back till y'all get it.
You know what?
It's coming.
Moorish technique.
Keep watching your TikToks and Instagrams, y'all. Keep getting distracted.
Killer Mike.
Who's coming, baby?
Brother Ali. The ghetto is like a prison with invisible bars. No matter where you ride it.
Didn't they say that about Gaza? Now this song is old. This is before what happened in Gaza. They say an invisible prison, right? Oh, it's happening. Watch this.
It's follows you where you are, and it's hard out there for a pimp to get out of. But it's harder for the hooker that he beat the shit out of. I got underground and
So all you gotta do is come on the feed, baby. Let's go. Let's kick that. Get on the feed.
So I never hate on the South. I respect their vision. I just hate on that promote Sambo wisdom and white execs that love to see us in that position. They reflect the stereotypes of America.
Link is here.
They want us dancing, cooning and hollering. Only respect us. They playing sports and modeling. More than racism, it's stay in your places. And more people are trapped in practical black racism. So fuck a civil war between the North and the South. It's between field niggas and slaves that are stuck in the house.
Civil war for the soul of a nation. This is a struggle to save
The link is right there.
Demonstrations overthrowing the occupation. The annihilation of mental colonization. Civil war for the soul of a nation. We fight for the future of our civilization. Destroy the corrupt government organizations. Trying to survive cultural assassination.
Rich niggas, blood niggas, essays, Asian. Why the fuck we born with each other's population? The devil wanted dead. All our population, people in both nation. Why the separation? Why we got Jamaicans hating on Haitians? When the British and French.
Does that sound familiar? Black foundational Black Americans hating on Caribbean people and African people. Y'all not getting the message yet? Let's go. Bring them on the feed.
Mexicans and blacks kill each other, straight hating, while the government profits from prison population. If you on the bottom, be you Anglo or Asian, you gotta recognize the realness in what I'm saying. You gotta recognize another sheep ain't the enemy. When the police ride and kill us frequently, we gotta make the youth see where the truth be. If you achieve to grow and develop, see the British, French, straight both nations. Mexicans and blacks kill each other, straight hating, while the government profits from prison population. If you on the bottom, be you Anglo or Asian, you gotta recognize the realness in what I'm saying. You gotta recognize another sheep ain't the enemy. When the police ride and kill us frequently, we gotta make the youth see where the truth be. If you achieve to grow and develop, CP, 50 years ago, then our people still poor. If we really run the streets, we should really end war.
Civil war for the soul of a nation. This is the struggle to save civilization. Demonstrations overthrowing the occupation. The annihilation of mental colonization. Civil war for the soul of a nation. We fight for the future of our civilization. Destroy the corrupt government organizations. Trying to survive cultural assassination.
Our hearts were torn apart just like y'all was. Watching towers full of souls fall to sawdust. Every time we crawled your office, you ignored us. Now you're holding hearings on us all inside of Congress. Microscopes on us, asking which your hardest. My answer was in line with all of the founding fathers. I think country said it best, give me liberty and death. I shall never accept anything less. You claim innocence, you play victimless, but you gave the kiss of death in the name of self-defense. Slavery and death above the nation. to the end.
Yep. Someone get this, brother.
We believe in freedom, justice, security, but the only door will never apply universally. So certainly, if I rage against the machine, my aim was only to clean the germs out of the circuitry. Urgently putting fear inside your heart. Make you burn Qurans and tell me not to build a mosque. Me, my wife, and babies, we ain't never made it hard. We just want to touch our head to the floor and talk to God. Ask him to remove every blemish from our heart. The greatest threat of harm doesn't come from any bomb. The moment you refuse the human rights for just a few, what happens when that few includes you? Civil war.
They still wouldn't even get it, brother. I'm gonna be 100. They still wouldn't. You know why? Black people in the United States, not America, United States, are very, very, very comfortable, and they very easily distracted. And if you think that I'm beating you up, come on my feed. I can stand on my own too. All you have to do is observe you. That's it. So the Civil War thing is coming. So let me explain this before we move forward. So if y'all ever read a couple of books, so let me help y'all out. And if y'all want this, you can email me. My email is right there. So this is Edward Bernays' book called Engineering Consent. That's Engineering Consent, but Edward Bernays. But he's the father of public relations. So this is his other book called Propaganda. But if you read this book too, you would understand what's going on. Propaganda. The original one is 25,000. But some of you lazy people, you can probably go online and look this up, called The Crowd. But it's better to read this also. I would play the crowd video so y'all can see what's going on. But this right here, man, this right here, man. And all those books are going with me when I'm traveling. I'm going to be on a plane for hours anyway, so I'm going to be chilling. I'm going through a lot of stuff and, jot some things down. So, yeah, the Civil War movie, y'all going to start saying, damn, scratching your head. They're giving y'all messages. Hold on, let me help them out, bro. So if you watch that movie 2012, right? Remember who saw 2012? How many of y'all saw 2012? You saw 2012, Dre? I mean, come on, y'all could jump on the feed. Y'all ain't doing that this Sunday. Remember 2012? What did they run to in 2012 and beg to get into? Where's my brother Lance at? Lance, jump on the feed for a minute, y'all. Share it out. If y'all scared to respond and come on the feed, it's okay. Get somebody that want to come on the feed. If y'all scared. If you're scared, go to church. So in 2012, where did the people go? What were they trying to get into?
I don't remember the city, but they're trying to get this shit. Like Harvard.
Hey, my brother Percy, what's up, homie? Percy, what's good? Percy? Let me make sure that's my man Percy, because people be making fake pages, and then you got a penis that's going to pop up on the joint. Let me make sure this is Percy. Thank you, brother Rod. They went to Mexico. They were trying to get it. They begged to get into Mexico, right? They were begging to get into Mexico, right? So who would they make allies with? I'm gonna give you a couple of movies so y'all can pay attention, okay? 1 second. Percy, are you on my live?
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to get you to come on. That's what I was asking you a question. I'm gonna make sure it's you.
Okay.
All right. So see how that works, y'all. So okay, so in the Forever Purge, where was they going to when it broke out? What happened? Y'all not hearing what I'm saying, and I'm walking y'all to something. Okay, I'm gonna show you how unprepared you are, but get mad at Sabir Bey, right? In the Forever Purge, right? The last purge they had. Do y'all remember that one? Oh, y'all gotta watch these things, man. The last purge. Where were they trying to go to? And no matter how much they got mistreated by the European he was a Mexican dude. The last one with a Mexican dude, when he was mistreating the Mexican dude. but he begged the Mexican dude, and this is how crazy this is. I want y'all to hear me. And but that's just a movie, brother. No, y'all don't understand what's going on. In the movie, he mistreated the Mexican. But at the end, the Europeans was turning on anybody that was not for the founding fathers. So they was trying to go to Mexico. And even though they could say F them, they walked them through and took them up into Mexico. And it was crazy. Go watch The Last Purge, bro. I'm not lying. So let me give y'all a little breakdown on how this works, okay? Everything's in signs and symbols, people. I remember being in I believe it was Oklahoma, I believe it was one of these places. And I went into a plantation house, right? And they will weave in maps inside the blankets, right? This is what they were doing. Songs like Wave in the Water, those were messages. So if you go back, you're going to understand what I'm going to tell you. This is what y'all don't supposed to be knowing this. So in the movie, they will put I think it was a flower. So it was only for those people who know which way to go. Go watch The Last Purge. So the place they had to go was the safe haven to take them into Mexico. But they was going for the Mexicans. But the European that was mistreating the Mexican, even though he mistreated him, he still took them up to Mexico. They never went to Mexico. I live not too far from Mexico, people. It's about a good 3-hour ride, about 3 or 4 hour ride, probably less than that, for me to go to the Mexican border. Not lying. Tijuana, not lying. So that's America, people, for the record. So if you have no allies, right? If you have no allies and you keep telling people, talking about Haitians, and I'm talking about Tariq Nasheed. If you don't like that I said his name, then share this to Tariq Nasheed. He can come on my feed, or I can come on Tariq Nasheed's feed. See, people like to kiss ass when it's time for something to happen, but yet you'll dog them the whole time. You will dog them, but kiss ass when you need help. Don't come to me telling me that you independent, you so-called black conscious people, because you buy toilet paper off the white man. You buy the gas off the white man. So my point is understanding the knowledge, and this is what I was trying to get to my sister Dominique DePrima. Get out your feelings. I'm giving you the roadmap. I have Mexican brothers, and Mex only means mix. Mex is mixed. The I will be the E, the D will be the T, the P will be the F. So language is very, very, very important. Mix or Mex, that's what Mex means. They're the mixed people of who? Your ancestors. Listen, if I'm wrong, check me on it. Don't ask me about no eclipse, B. Focus on what I'm saying, what you can change today. You ain't gonna go up there and fix the eclipse. Nigga be done. What about the eclipse tomorrow? Go up there and try to fix that mug. You can fix it right here. See, this is the thing. We look for spookism. The Anunnaki, brother. It's the Anunnaki. I'm gonna go out there. You ain't touching none of that. These are things that make you feel good, but things that you can literally. There's a school, bro, and I need y'all to hear me out. If I'm wrong, please. And I know you look up everything I'm saying. I want you to look up a school, and it's called the Wardolph School. Wardolph. How many people heard of that school before? Have you ever heard of it before, Dre? Percy, have you ever heard of it?
We spoke about it.
Nah, I haven't. I never heard of it.
Okay, so let me explain to you how this works. Remember, I told you about allies. What's up, my brother Morel?
Peace.
So I was in Dallas one day, right? And I was stopped at a Whole Foods. I didn't know anything about it, but only Wardolph I knew about was Coming to America. Remember when James Earl Jones was in there? It was in a Wardolph Astoria. That's the only thing I knew about, right? But you can look this up. Morel, look it up. So there was a guy from India, and because I always ask people where they're from, making allies. So he said, well, I'm from India. I said, oh, you mean Hindustan? He looked at me and said, how did you know that? So he was dark. He didn't consider him black. He was darker than me. So as we're talking, he said, no, I'm only here for my daughter. And they got him in every state. They got him in Philly too. I think it's in Germantown in Philadelphia. So the Wardolph School is that you change things. They teach you to change things with your hands. If you can't change it with your hands, you change it with your heart. If you can't change it with your heart, you change it with your head. Hand, heart, and head. I'm not lying. I'm going to repeat this one more time. Hand, heart, head. Did anybody look up the school yet? Did you find it? Make me out of a liar. Did you find it?
What you call it? What's the name of it?
It's called the Ward-off School. Ward-off. Did y'all look it up? I'll give you time. Oh, it's crazy, bro. Oh, we smart people. We educated, right? We got Umar Johnson, the most requested scholar around the mother freaking world. Right? Everybody wants me. That's ego tripping. So that school, it's one in Germantown, it's one in Dallas. And as I'm in the Whole Foods talking to the Indian dude, we had a hell of a conversation, bro. A hell of a conversation. Let me know if I'm wrong, y'all. I'll give y'all time to look it up. Okay.
It says one down here in Asheville too.
Really? Come on.
Yep.
Was I lying? This is what I was telling. I was trying to get to my sister Dominique DePrima to say, let's have this conversation. But you want me to say, get on the bandwagon and say, we need reparations. For what? Well, I don't want nothing. Who would want something in ignorance? Talk to me for a minute. Who would want something in ignorance? I don't want anything in ignorance. Why? They say a fool and his money will surely depart. And this is why people can't comprehend even what I'm saying. I don't have a college degree, B. Didn't go to this school. I got off the conveyor belt. But I study everything about these people over and over and over and over. What is the significance of it? Go read it, family. Stop asking me no silly questions and go look it up.
That's
What's
crazy.
the significance of it? Go look it up.
They take them from preschool all the way to 12th grade.
So this is the highway. This is the information highway with me. I've been talking about this, brother, since I've been on radio in 2003. I've been saying this. That's all you got to do is go pick up some of my old joints. These are masters of mini discs. I can't say but too much because you know how you got copycats on social media now. You can interview me about it. So that school, heart, hand, and head. So if you can't change something with your hands, you change it with your heart or your head. Think different. The problem is with our people, we have too much mucus in our pineal gland. That's why we're not even thinking. Brother, I just want the money. Cut me the check. I explained to y'all what a check was yesterday. A check is not money, B. It's not money, but I got it. You want international, you want YouTube sensation right now. So we need critical thinking. They're teaching critical thinking in these schools, bro.
Yeah.
Common sense, critical thinking, right?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Human understanding of human development.
Okay, so if you study philosophers like Ibn Khaldun, if you study philosophers like Averroes, if you study philosophers, Muslim philosophers, you would understand everything that's going on. But we got to keep you away from that, brother. We can't tell y'all that. Muslims is bad. Oh, they're bad. Everything comes from Islam. This is why it's coming. Listen to me. And I shared this at Al Jazeera TV too. So just in case y'all don't understand, this is where it go down, okay? So let me show you something in the Rex 84. If you don't have it, you should really get it. So let me go over here for 1 second. Let's go to the education. And mind y'all, for the new people that's on the feed, I had this document for 26, 27 years. I have to keep reminding y'all about this. 26, 27 years. This is in the Rex 84. And if y'all want it, I told you I got it. I can email it to you, but it's going to cost you. Keep the adult public attention diverted away from real social issues and captivate them by matters of no real importance. Schools, keep the young public ignorant of real mathematics, real economics, real law, and real history. Is this what's happening, brothers? I mean, come on, talk to me. Is this what's happening? Mind you, if I had this for 26, 27 years and this came out in 1969, I can't be lying about this. You don't understand the Civil War? Why they said America? What kind of American are you? Hold up. Let's go down further. Keep the public busy, but no time to think back on the farm with the other animals. You got to get them to consent. See, this is the thing about that I studied about people, especially our people, right? We don't want this. We want the feel goods. So I already talked about the purge. I already talked about 2012. Remember now the day after tomorrow. Here's another movie that came out the day after. If y'all can't, and I'm gonna play something that's gonna make sense, brother Percy. Bear with me. Bear with me, bro. Remember the day after? Where did they go at? Where did they go at in that movie the day after? Yo, Sabir talking about movies. Yeah, you better pay attention to the signs. I told you. Everything is a sign and symbol.
All right, question. Is that the one where they try to get into Mexico, or is that?
That was 2012.
I'm not sure.
2012.
Oh, 2012.
Mexico.
Okay.
Remember that? This
All right.
This is the one when they was in the library and everything frozen. Remember? They made the ships, the big ships.
Yeah.
Who was making the ships all this time?
That was with the government, wasn't it? When the government was making them?
Chinese was.
The Chinese, okay.
So now I'm gonna give y'all something. We got the all-star whatever grade come up, right? Pay attention what's going to go down. Like this, why is this movie coming out at this particular time? Civil War. Why? I'm gonna show you why. So in the movie, they was going to Africa. Everybody was trying to get there. The only place was Africa that wasn't frozen, remember? So the dude gets a beep in the middle of a boxing game. This is them right here. This is our people. Brother, I need reparations, brother. That's all I need. Give me the cash. Give me the cash. I need reparations, brother. So in the movie, the dude got a beep in the middle of the boxing match that he paid already. It's called a contingency plan. Did you understand that? Are y'all follow me? Are y'all follow me yet? Contingency plan. We'll get into that in a second. So he got the beep, but he was so damn greedy. Remember, he threw his children up there and they was trying to get on his boat, right? To go to Africa, because Africa was the only place that didn't flood or freeze. Picture that. I'm foundational Black American, brother. Black power, brother. Power to the people and no delay. All right. So let me show you this. Watch this. Listen to this. I can't make this up, bro. I can't make it up. Give me 1 second. When I was in Turkey, right? They told me to have a contingency plan. I'm not lying. That's what they told me when I went to Turkey. Because you never know what might pop off. You never know in Turkey. But let me show you something. What happened? Give me 1 second. We don't believe shit stink until we smell it, brother. Nigga be like, oh, it ain't gonna happen, brother. We the greatest nation on the planet. Here you go, right here. Now listen to this. You see what it says right here? John Kirby presented press on likelihood of a mass evacuation for Americans. White House press briefing. A contingency plan he was talking about. Hold up.
Thanks, Admiral. There was some reporting overnight that the U.S. is planning for mass evacuations of Americans if the war were to spread. Can you kind of give context of how likely you guys are viewing that scenario and whether this is very top level planning or if there's some sort of granular detail that you guys are going into on this effort?
I won't go into granular detail on operational planning one way or another, but it would be imprudent and irresponsible if we didn't have folks thinking through a broad range of contingencies and possibilities. And certainly evacuations are one of those things. I mean, there's not a place in the world where the Pentagon doesn't have contingency plans on the shelf. May need updating, but have them on the shelf to help with the evacuation of American citizens. And given what's going on in the Middle East right now, I think it's perfectly reasonable. I think it would.
Percy, you ain't get it? I just showed you what was going on. Oh, I want to see that, brother. You just got to cut the check, brother. Should I play it again? Just cut the check, brother. We all right. Give us a check.
There's so much trouble.
Listen, one more time. Let's play this one more time for y'all.
Thanks, Admiral. There was some reporting overnight that the U.S. is planning for mass evacuations of Americans if the war were to spread. Can you kind of give context of how likely you guys are viewing that scenario and whether this is very top level planning or if there's some sort of granular detail that you guys are going into on this effort?
I won't go into granular detail on operational planning one way or another, but it would be imprudent and irresponsible if we didn't have folks thinking through a broad range of contingencies and possibilities. And certainly evacuations are one of those things. I mean, there's not a place in the world where the Pentagon doesn't have contingency plans
Heard what he said?
on the shelf. May need updating, but have them on the shelf to help with the evacuation of American citizens. And given what's going on in the Middle East right now, I think it's perfectly reasonable. I think it would.
Dude, I don't think. See, this is the crazy part about this, brother Percy. Y'all still wouldn't get this, even if I showed you this, you wouldn't get it. And I just made the connection. I just gave you 2012, the day after Purge. It's many, many movies like this. They already telling you. So we want to party and bullshit all day long. But if you really, really, really read the Rex 84, remember I told you I had this document for 2620. Did I send that to you, Percy?
All right.
But see, this
Yeah, I think I have it. I'm not sure.
this is why I'm not even concerned. First of all, my name is Sabir Bey. My children are Ibn Ajit. They don't even know where my children are from. Nigga, my name is Billy Smith. I ain't a problem. I'm pro-black, brother. Black power, brother. This
Like
is
Bob
the weirdest thing. Huh?
Like Bob Marley, I said, like Bob Marley said, so much trouble in this world.
Oh,
Wow.
I should play that song. Where's my song at? So much trouble in the world. It's not necessarily in the world, brother. It's not in the world. It's in the freaking United States because they're doing so much dirt.
There you go. That's what
Okay. So this is more inside the Rex 84. Now, mind you, I told you I had this for a very, very long time. Right? Let me just show them this, Percy, for the record. I know some of y'all be in y'all feelings right now, but let me just show y'all. Where is it at? This is just part of it. So this is the silent weapon. Ooh, it's a silent weapon. This you can't start on page 3 or page 57. Look, you can start on any page in this. This is it right here, right? Not parts of the book, but the whole book. The whole truth, nothing but the truth. Diagrams and pentagrams and how you set it up. And
is that where they talk about ordinances?
Brother, it's a whole lot of it. Oh, they tell you what was going on. But just cut my check, brother. Don't worry about it. Cut my check. So if y'all want to email me, it's right there. That's the email. So let me go a little further into what it says. Keep the public ignorant. Bear with me. I need y'all to listen. Keep the public ignorant, right? Less public organizations. Tell me if this is not what's going on. Oh, it's crazy. Access control points require reactions and output. So the reaction and output was the vaccine. It was the puffy stuff, all the stuff that y'all see right now, right? The reactions and the outputs and see what people at. You know, when you box, right? Let me tell you a story, brother Percy. You would do certain things, just like people be trying to do stuff to me to see what my reaction is, because they don't even know about. I'm unpredictable sometimes. But people do things to see your reaction, right? So in boxing, you study your opponent to know which way he's going to go, what's going to tick him off, what's going to make him sick. That's what happens. But when you study the art of war, you study these types of documents, you be fine. So I gave you the Purge, right? I gave you 2012. I gave you the day after. It's one more movie that it was like that too, but everybody was running. So I'm gonna ask this question one more time. Who's the allies for black people? You just alienated yourself from everybody. Come on, y'all. I know y'all black people are watching. Y'all can jump on the feed. But let's read this a little bit more. Access control points to things to get. Require reactions and output for feedback. Do create preoccupation. Lower your defense. Oh, this is what happened. The Civil War is coming. Attack the family union. Control the education of the young. That's what's really happening. Give them less cash. Listen, and more credit. Oh, that's a whole nother subject. I can get into the credit also. Social conformity. Down here, attack the privacy of the church. Destroy the faith in the sort of government. Come on, brother. Y'all don't see this is happening right now. Why do you think that movie said, what kind of American are you? Which kind of American? So let me share this with you. If I'm wrong, y'all have the floor to correct me. I'm a vessel, brother. That's all I'm going to say, brother Percy. I'm just a vessel. If I'm wrong, and I can explain all of this in detail. That's all I was trying to get my sister Dominique Dupree to understand. But I understand her position too. So bear with me. Let's go further into this because ignorance is the key to everything. Ignorance is a mug. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull this up. I had something up here about ignorance and what ignorance leads to. Give me 1 second. I'll find it. It's somewhere around here. You know, do what I do. But it was talking about ignorance, Brother Percy. And if I don't have it, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull this up. I might have to print it back out to send it back over to y'all. You can doubt it is not going to happen all you want. And like I told you, Brother Percy, when I was in Turkey, they told me to have a contingency plan. So what I did, I started making allies with everybody in that mug. Hold up. I think I found it, Percy. $61. Nope. Give me 1 second.
You know the funniest thing about what you're saying right now? So I've been looking into like the ham radios and like just like I didn't know that that's like a whole community that they have where people actually communicate with each other
Hell
on
yeah.
these two-way radios. And I was like,
Hell yeah.
that's communication in emergencies that most people don't even think about that. First off, but I'm like, if we had something in place where we're like we can talk and have within ourselves, I'm like that's extremely helpful in those times. If not, you're just running around like scattered roaches.
But you know what's so crazy? We did do that, brother. I'm going to tell you how. See, people don't understand the history. Have you noticed, right? What did they say happened with Bam Body? Get all these fake, phony people on my feed. Remember they told you about Bam Body, right? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
You notice what happened with Bam. Nobody talks about it, right? Why Bam is not in jail? You know Bam is still traveling the world. Y'all do know that, right? For the record. So the crazy part is what they're saying that Puffy did, right? So they always going to attack someone, but they always have to keep certain Negroes in their place, right?
Right.
So Bam, we used to have at the National Black Theater in New York, right? I'm not going to lie, right? In New York, we used to have classes. If we had to leave, there's certain routes out of New York, brother, that you would literally have to cross water. We used to have classes on this type of stuff, bro. I'm going to be 100.
That's
We
good.
talked about, listen, I swear to God, bro, anybody knows that was at the National Black Theater, please come on here. This is what the type of stuff that Bam Bada was doing. So remember when I told you that Umi said about me? Nobody really got my back on his feed for real. I don't even expect that. I know y'all don't. You can talk a good game. Like the brother said he was going to donate yesterday, never did. You follow me? That's what happened. So sometimes you have to sit back and be like, hold up. But I never give up on my people. So we used to have these classes at the National Black Theater about lights, what kind of boots, you know, if we had to cross the water. How many routes y'all know in New York? Do you know your terrain? Do you know that's in the art of war? You do know that's in the art of war, right? Hold up. Do they do know that that's in the art of war? Did you know that? Did you know that's in the art of war? Know the terrain, the highs, the lows, watch the birds. So we had classes like this, right? So let me tell you how this went down. Bam would go to Brazil. Bam would show the people who they were, right? About the connection with the people in Brazil. I saw the videos, in the footages, in the photos. So those that is watching, you have a nigga that's always in the midst of you. That's trying to get up underneath of you and find out how much they can get from you. And when they don't get what they want to get from you, they want to go do a video when you talk about making exposed videos. Niggas, if you got an exposed video on Sabir Bay, expose me while I'm live. Expose me while I'm live. Don't do a video because you want clicks. Expose me while I'm live. You got the floor right now. So when Bam was doing all of this, right? Still going to New York, still out, right? Just like Puffy, right? If it was that bad, why Puffy's not in jail? No, you notice all these people that was talking about Puffy, you notice nobody said anything after this, right? Puffy going down, he going to jail. Go back and read the Rex 84, you understand. Read the Rex 84. And the people that know this know you. Let them keep fighting for reparations, knowing damn well they ain't gonna get it. Let them keep fighting for it. But the real fight is getting ready to happen. But are you prepared? So look at this. Ignorance brings chaos, not knowledge. What did I just tell you in Rex 84? What I just explained to you in Rex 84, bro? But people don't want this, because if y'all truly wanted this, you would tweet this 1,000 times over and get every last one of them to come over to this feed and prove me wrong. Every last one of them. Share this video out and prove me wrong. But y'all don't want this. You want the feel good. I can get off this ain't even a script. I can get off this and go directly and kill your career. Because I've been around it and I've seen it. I know fake people. I know how this works.
Excuse me. It's pretty hard to have someone to come and prove you wrong, when in order for them to prove you wrong, they have to say that you're right. They have to be able to actually do that and like humble themselves. Like nobody wants that humble pie.
And that's
like,
what I'm saying. It's sad, Percy. If I'm wrong about anything, you never hear me say I know everything. I'm gonna say I'm gonna get back with you, and it'll only take me a couple hours to get back with you, not 10 weeks. But I've been seeing this, brother, and I've seen this thing happen with our people, and I'm watching it, and I'm sitting back saying, damn, dude, we playing ourselves.
Yeah.
Get grants, get grains of
food. The one thing I learned about you too is everything that you speak on, you can always go back and look it up. So
always look it up, bro. So and I never belittle anybody, brother. I don't belittle no one, even when people wanted me to go at Dominic the Prima. No, I will never go at her. If she didn't come at me sideways, I'm not going to come at her. And that's just how I am. I don't do stuff like that. I know that's what Negroes love to do. Oh, brother, let's get this thing parked. Let's get it. He's talking about Tariq Nasheed. No, I never disrespected Tariq Nasheed. I don't have nothing against him, nor Umar Johnson, but I tell the truth. That's all it is. I don't have to sensationalize nothing. If they invite me, both of them, I will come on both of their shows, or both of them can come over here, Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, whoever them. So I'm going to make this very, very clear for y'all. Because honestly, brother, we up against this, brother. It's some stuff that's great pop off. If you're not mentally and physically prepared, fam, you're done.
You're absolutely right. Cause like I was like, this is what they did in California, like with the 99-cent stores. I'm like, they had those in like, I don't want to say like the poorer type of communities. So they didn't really have the grocery stores there. They had those. So if all of those are closing down, I'm just like, where are these people going to go to get anything to eat now?
For what? It's going to happen, fam. I'm telling you, it's getting ready to go down. But you don't want this type of talk. We can't put Sabir Bey out there because he's one of those Moors. We don't want to put him out there because he ain't shit egotistical about me, brother, because anybody can meet me. Let me tell you something, how crazy it is with me. And you was on a plane with me before, but I don't think you sat next to me. Every time I get on a plane, you know what I do, bro? I get on a plane, says, Allahu Akbar. You know what I mean? God is great every time. Every time I go to sleep, I do the same thing because tomorrow's never promised. Because I'm already preparing myself for the hereafter. So whatever happens to whatever I'm at, being around these people, and I want y'all to hear me out, they always have to get a Negro to be around them. Pay attention. Have you ever seen, I just saw a video of Fat Joe and that girl Gorilla at the White House. Why didn't they get a country singer? Why didn't they get a Mexican singer? Why didn't they get somebody else to actually come in? Because they need us next to them. They need us. I just saw something that Biden wants to give KRS-One and Curtis Blow a Lifetime Achievement Award. Did you see that?
Nah. But the craziest thing, like what you just said, it just reminded me of, it just sent me back, like the vision that I had was the picture with George Washington when he had the Moor on the side of it.
There you go. There you go. You didn't see, go look it up. Y'all gonna say, I didn't know that, Sabir. They said that he's trying to give KRS-One and Curtis Blow. I already know how KRS-One is. You know why he probably trying to get the KRS-One? Again, KRS-One turned down the Grammys, remember? And he said, nigga, you ain't making no money off of me. I already know what KRS-One is going to say. I'm going to be real with you. I already know. Listen, he knows that we being used as pawns, bro. He know this is KRS-One knows. This is us at the lecture. That's KRS-One and I. We did a lecture in Louisville, Kentucky. So you think I don't know him? We did videos together.
Right.
He already know what's going on. So I said, why would he take Curtis Blow, right? Have Curtis Blow and KRS-One? Really? But yet these conscious people said, "Well, yeah, brother, but we got to get the check cut anyway, brother. It doesn't matter. Do you agree, Sabir? Should we get a check?" No, I don't agree with the check thing, brother. We got to get educated first.
What does the check do?
That's what Dominique the Prima trying to press me to do. She's just trying to, because this is what happened. I need y'all to understand how this works, okay? So they always have to get someone to get other people to jump on their bandwagon and say, look, we got Sabir. Sabir agree with that. No, I don't. It's not. So this is what has happened. That's KRS-One, Taj Tariq Bey. You think they would call up? You think they would put up the money and have all of us? If somebody put up 80 grand, I can pay KRS-One, pay Abdullah, pay Taj, and myself, and we can have this conversation. You think that somebody will put this money up? Go get those dudes. Go get those dudes that 19 Keys be around. You think he would put up the money? What's them guys' name, man?
Earn your leisure.
Earn a leisures. You think they would actually put up the money?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like with that, I can't really say. Like I have no idea.
I'm people like that. All I'm saying is people like that.
Yeah.
Because I'll call KRS-One on the phone. I'll be like, "What's up, Chris? Let's get it popping.
Yeah.
You want to do this?" You follow me? But
Yeah.
y'all not for truth. Y'all not ready. And this is why the crazy part, when KRS-One used to say he was homeless, right? And how these things will humble you. How they will humble you. Hold on one second. I'm trying to see if they pick up his phone, him or his wife. KRS-One or his wife pick up. Let's just see. Let's see if my peoples pick up their phone. Let's just see if they pick up the horn. I'm going to play a video for y'all. It's going to blow your mind in a minute.
Please leave your message.
Nope. Can't have that number. Biden is like the devil. He said Biden is like the devil. You think he's the devil? Hold on, my daughter's calling me. Yes, my baby. Oh, call her phone then. You call me. Look what I'm doing. Yes, I'm talking, baby. Call her phone. I'll call you back, all right? All right. I love you. Okay. You call her. Oh, she hangs up on. She's an attitude. Boy, that girl got an attitude like a motherfucker, bro.
Hey, that's the way it goes, man.
Yo, she's the only
I'm
girl
learning.
who is. Yo, she's the. How many girls you got?
I got one.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Bruh. Be careful, KRS-One. KRS-One is not even going for it. Trust me, he's not. I know how Chris is. One thing I can tell you, I know how Chris is. So please hit the like button and support button, y'all. Y'all can help us out because I'm getting ready to leave this week. Support us. Brother Percy's going too. Hit the like button. The Instagram, the Cash App or the PayPal right now. PayPal, Zelly, whatever it is. We get ready to leave this week. Don't say nothing about the day though, brother. They don't need to know the day. We just leaving this week. So I'm gonna play something. Have you ever heard of this comedian? His name is Basim Youssef. Have you ever heard of him?
Nah, I don't think so.
You never heard of him? So Basim
Nah.
Youssef, he's an Egyptian. He was on these shows. Yet when I show you him, you're gonna be shocked, right? Give me 1 second. He was a heart surgeon, bro. He was a heart surgeon. Can't make this up. But now he does comedy. Give me 1 second. And he's a real dude. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can pull his video up. Here we go, right? I want you to listen to part of what he was talking about. That guy. You never saw him before?
No. I can't really tell by that picture.
Okay, I'm gonna play the video. So watch this. take me with y'all in case the devil. Hey, you talking about take? You got money? You can go. Somebody said take you with us. So I'm gonna play the video. I just want to play this part where he's talking. I need y'all to open your ears, okay?
In Arabic, I'm speaking to people from Arabic dialect.
Listen,
You're not going to, but
yes,
it's intense.
yes, it's very intense. I'm doing a comedy in a language that's not mine, but a second language. Americans kind of foundation all of your life with that language. So Egyptian version of the
Yeah. I mean, if anyone's out there considering it, I mean, we
brag. I used to be a heart.
have you here. For those not familiar with your work, why don't you tell us who you are, what you do? How would you like to introduce yourself?
Very quickly, I used to be a heart surgeon.
Yeah.
All my life.
You should
7
get that
years
one
of
in
medical
first.
school. Yes, I have to brag about that.
Yeah, rightly so.
I have to brag. I used to be a heart surgeon. I used to be a heart surgeon.
Yeah.
And then after 19 years of medical school and
let me show you the difference between what Umar does, right? And this is not a knock. Umar keeps saying he's a school psychologist. Remember I told you before when I said I used to be on radio? Umar still portrays this thing as he's still a school psychologist. You used to be a school psychologist. He used to be a heart surgeon. So you can't sit on these feeds. And Umar also knows how to sucker you. And people think I be in my feelings. No, he used to be a school psychologist a decade or so ago, but you're not a psychologist now in a school. I used to be in a radio station, but I'm not in a radio station now. Does that make sense, Percy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's rewind that back what he said one more time.
Not quite. I haven't got the $100 million Spotify deal just yet. I mean, if anyone's out there considering it, I mean, we will take it.
he has a full set of hair after all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How are you, Bassam? You okay?
I'm great. I'm great.
Good. Very glad to have you here. For those not familiar with your work, why don't you tell us who you are, what you do? How would you like to introduce yourself?
Very quickly, I used to be a heart surgeon.
Yeah.
All my life.
You should
7
get that
years
one
of
in
medical
first.
school. Yes, I have to brag about that.
Yeah, rightly so.
I have to brag. I used to be
Let me brag, I'm wrong.
I used to be a heart surgeon.
Yeah.
And then after 19 years of medical school and working as a surgeon, I left all of that during the wake of the Arab Spring. I had my own show, political satire show, kind of like the Egyptian version of the Daily Show with Jon Stewart. I was in Egypt for 3.5 years. I had 3 seasons. Got into trouble because of my show. Was arrested, interrogated, had to leave. The military, the Islamists hated me both, so that means I'm doing something right. And then I had to escape. Went to America, and 5 years ago I started a new career at the age of 45, doing stand-up comedy in my second language, in English. And now I am having a European tour in English, starting with London, April 6th, doing 16 cities, 25 shows in 30 days.
It's impressive, man.
I mean, that's a good intro.
Yeah, it is a good intro.
We're done. We good.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you're
Thank you
finished.
very much.
You've plugged the tour, so
Thank
we
you
can finish
so much.
now.
We can.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm
Draw a
done.
line under it. So, I mean, we'll talk about comedy. I particularly actually want to talk about comedy in the context as well of kind of the politics of what's happening at the moment. But just a word on performing in a second language.
At the beginning, it was very daunting. Still today,
I bet it
because
is.
at the end of the day, you don't have that kind of foundation all of your life with that language. So you're not a master of the language. You think you are, but at least you try to act as if you are. But deep inside, you know that it's not your language. And me coming from the background of being a doctor, being a nerd, there's a lot of studying, a lot of imitating, a lot of rehearsing, a lot of pretending to look like as if I know what I'm doing. And also comedy in a second language is very interesting
This is
because
what black people do.
each language has its own rhythm, own music, own sense of delivery. So, and this is something you cannot teach. You just have to acquire it. And I had to do that very quickly in order to, because I was already starting late. So I didn't have the luxury of time and doing it for years and years and years and practicing with it. So yeah, it's quite a task.
I mean, even between Americans and British people, right? The sense of humor is completely different. The cultural touchstone is completely different.
Absolutely.
The nature of the comedy is completely different. Right?
So imagine I'm doing it or not. It's a universal language. When you talk about the immigrant experience, people that come to the show, they can relate to you. In Arabic, I'm speaking to people from Arabic dialect, Arabic background. You just talked about like the British humor and the American humor. No, let's talk about the Moroccan dialect and the Saudi dialect or the Egyptian dialect that has nothing to do with this.
You hear what he said? So everybody don't. If you speak Arabic, the dialects are different too. I found that out when I was over there.
Totally different. So you're going out, and even the tool of communication, which is the language, is quite variable. I'm not talking about the difference between a New York accent and an Alabama accent. I'm talking about like the difference between someone who's living in Oklahoma and someone who's living in the deep parts of Scotland or Wales. Totally different. That is how variable and how.
Let me explain this to you, Percy. This is why people don't understand me, because the way I speak. I'm from Philadelphia. I don't speak like everybody else in California. Nobody in different places. We say things different. You follow me? If you're from Philly, even saying water or spell, it's like it's weird, brother. Because this is the type of shows that I love, because he's universal in what he's doing. We want to hear this black, white supremacy. This is the type of stuff that black people love. I'm trying to get us to think different and understand that Arabic has different dialects in it, bro. This is the type of stuff I experienced when I was traveling. There was when I went to go look at Fatima's books, when I was in Barcelona, the Medib couldn't translate it because he's from Tunis. So each dialect is different in Arabic. Like we speak English, right? But our dialects are different. You follow me? This is the weird part. Like we all speak English, right? But different dialects. So let's go further. Okay. I mean, did y'all get that? Was this over? I know this is not the Sinetta sensationalism show, but did y'all get it?
That's like some of the Creole languages too. Like, even like you talk to a Jamaican person, versus somebody in Charleston, it's dialect. Yeah.
This is why it's important to know multiple languages.
Diversity, Arab dialects are.
It's not just a case of accent; it's vocabulary. It's almost
references, experiences. All of that has to be taken into account. So Arabic is actually much more difficult for me.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about the role of comedy, I think, and particularly actually as well the role of comedy within politics over the course of this interview. One of the things that I'll be honest, I think for a lot of British people.
Then 10 days in, I saw the narrative and I saw there's like the lies. But it actually, I should have been on that show a week before, and I couldn't because I didn't know what to say, because the media narrative was set up in a way that like you're gonna be burned if you come and talk about anything other than the Israeli point of view.
Listen.
But then 10 days in, I saw the narrative and I saw there's like the lies were so obvious, and being like looking at things from the outside, it's like something was not checking out, something is not working, and I know the little bit of research and I see the lies and the stuff that they were using in order to justify killing so many people was just crazy. Like, oh, Israel is the only military in the world that warns civilians before they bomb us. Like, what kind of excuse is that? The same thing that they say about the Israeli army. The Israeli army is the most moral army in the world because they are vegan army, which is and it's like you can write a whole like routine about that, because they use biodegradable bullets, reusable body bags.
Yeah, nice.
Sustainable missiles.
But listen to the order.
I talk about this in many interviews. I talk about the banality of evil, how people are just accepting so many things, take it as normal. I mean, I when I was on that interview, like with Piers Morgan, we didn't even hit the 3,000 death mark at the time. Now we're 30.
I need you to pay attention. So when I was on Dominic the Prima show, right? Because you only have less than 40 minutes. Now I want you to hear the difference between when you're a professional, Percy. You know this. It's things that I could have said to Dominic the Prima if I went 2 hours with her, but she didn't even look at the documents that I had. I could explain why in depth about why I don't accept the cash. And I said it short. I said, education is the key. That's all I kept saying. You can't give a person money without being educated.
3,000. People have been so desensitized. And they're like, when I was there, we were talking about who bombed the El Ahli hospital. Is it Israel, or is it a misfire by a Hamas rocket? Since then, Israel bombed 36 hospitals. And there is nothing. It is like fine. And because there's always a justification. There is a Hamas base underneath the hospital. Do you have a proof? Yes, here's a CGI video. That's it. and we have to take Israel account for anything, but we don't speak. It's just the fact that the Western media that has lectured us for years about transparency and journalistic integrity, they're just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we're gonna act stupid and let it go. It's just like very stupid. So maybe even within the first 10 days, it was enough for me to say, wait a minute, that's stupid. This is very stupid. How are you people like accepting that? So I just went there. I said, like, how many people should we kill? As many as you can. I went on with everything that they said, and it just people say, wait a minute, that's stupid. How are you accepting this?
The thing that's very striking for me at the moment is the fact that international journalists are not allowed into Gaza right now, which is a revealing fact, right? If you don't want,
it's been for 6 months, and even the only one who's there, who's Al Jazeera, has been labeled by Israel as a terrorist organization, and we have.
How could a news network, be labeled as a terrorist organization? How? Percy, how could a news network be labeled a terrorist organization? Listen to this, bro. I can't make this up. Listen to this, bro. Let's go back. And we go for people in the States go
for 6 months, and even the only one who's there, who's Al Jazeera, has been labeled by Israel as a terrorist organization. And we have okay, yes, master, yes, of course, yes. Whatever you say.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, that's so stupid. Why is the Muslim media so emasculated when it comes to Israel?
Yeah.
Why do they do? Where do their balls go? Where they're all like their fiery opening statements about Russia and Ukraine, but when it comes to Israel, oh no, so it's okay, of course, yes, they're terrorists, they're collateral damage.
It was really interesting to me for two reasons, right? The first, because I think I saw you talking about this another time, and you sort of said that really the talking points you went on there, you didn't even think that you were sort of did like an incredible performance, right? That the talking points, the things you were talking about, actually were the things that a lot of people say to each other, right? But it's just not represented in the Western media. You didn't feel like it was like some crazy thing that you've done, and then obviously it does like 22 million views or whatever. But that contrast with Ukraine, I think, is revealing, right? Because I think either our morality is universal, and you can take issue with military aggression, regardless of who the victims of it are, or your morality isn't universal.
Yeah, I listen. I mean, the thing is, the quiet part that should be said out loud is that people don't care about Palestinians, and they look at them as lesser human beings. Forget Gaza, forget Hamas, forget the proportionate response. In the West Bank, since 7th of October, 495 people were killed. 100 of them were children in the West Bank. And that is normal because we have been so desensitized by the 33,000 people. Who cares about 100 people dead? You see how the banality of evil, how people just like get used to it, and it becomes like a regular thing. People look about, but it's the hostage. There are what, 70 hostages, 30 hostages? What?
130, I think.
130 hostages. Well, in Israeli prisons, there are 5,000 Palestinians. Half of them are not even accused of anything. That's 5,000 hostages. 5,000. But it's okay. It's normal. People just accept it and go on. Nobody talks about them because these are hostages. When you go in and you kidnap people from other people's homes and you put it in your prisons, that's not a prisoner. That's a hostage. When you displace like more than 1,200 people from their homes on daily basis, that is not normal. But yet people just accept it and forget about it. The fact that Palestinian farmers cannot actually get any part of the land for agriculture outside of Area C, which is the most fertile part of the West Bank, and Palestinians cannot have a land there. Can you imagine? They have to go on, and you know that you can't even dig for wells. You can't dig for wells in the West Bank. I'm not talking about Gaza because Gaza is evil. It's Hamas, But like there, like in the West Bank, you can't even dig a well. You can't even increase the depth of your well. An Israeli settler have 5 times the amount of water per capita than a Palestinian, and people just have to live with that. It's like, yeah, it's okay. It's just like it's like the normalcy and the people just getting desensitized for things like if 100 children died in 6 months anywhere in the world, people will be like up in arms. But the Palestinians, it doesn't matter because they are animals. So if you treat people like animals, I say this everywhere, if you treat people like animals and they revolt against you like animals, why are you surprised?
What do you think is behind that dehumanization? The word you used was desensitization, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's something deliberate? whether that's via the media, via propaganda? Do you think
I don't know, but it's there. I don't know if it's
propaganda
design
goes
because,
first.
like, when you go, it's by design. So suddenly, people, I'm going to be put in the category of a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, I
you
don't
know?
mean like that. I
But
mean,
like, but I don't know what it is. But like, the atrocity that's happened to Palestinians for years had just like been like swept under the rug, and nobody cares until, and then when there's like a more than heavier than usual attack, suddenly the Western media go, oh no, Israel, that's too much. Come on. It's like, but they were terrorists. There were people in the hospital, and we had to go in and kill them. Oh, okay, 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 all right. Like, remember? I mean, you have remember this scene when like Israeli forces like were dressed as doctors and nurses and went into a hospital in the West Bank and killed three
yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
Why? It's like, because there are terrorists. Yeah, okay, okay. And like, this is an example how Israel defines terrorism. 2010, there's a woman named Suad Zoyqat, and her husband were killed. And then a few years later, she published a Facebook post that's like, "May God unite us in heaven." And because of that post, she was accused of being a terrorist, and she was put under detention in a prison for 8 months. This is how they define who's a terrorist.
Damn.
They kill UN workers. Today, 7 people died from the International Central Kitchen. First, okay, it's Hamas. It's like, oh, it's us, but oops, mistakes happen. Well, it's us. What can you do? Collateral damage. You see, so it doesn't. The whole idea that they waste so much time trying to waste this time in these like mental exercises that doesn't need anywhere. And even when they say, okay, you kill them, yeah, but don't Israel have the right to defend itself? You see how this circular the conversation gets?
Yeah.
Don't get anywhere with them.
But there's no historical context, right? Because I feel like there's essentially a system of provocation until eventually the point you made, right, which is that essentially you get a reaction either from Hamas or from other groups, whoever it is.
Yeah. Before say, get a reaction.
And
right?
as a result of which, when we discuss and talk about,
remember what I said about the reaction in Rex 84? Reactions and outputs. Oh, y'all don't get this yet, man.
The most recent example is just, well, what about October 7th, right? But that kind of unitary approach to the history of it, you denude it of the context of decades of whether it's oppression, violence, terrorism from both sides enacting on each other.
Don't say from both sides.
Okay.
Because this is unfair. You cannot compare an arsenal that is armed to the teeth. It's a nuclear power, and you just like a few militants. You cannot just it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Especially, like, here's the thing: Israel wants you to think that everything started on October 7th.
Listen.
As if there was a ceasefire on October 6th. Actually, 2 weeks before October 7th, Israel did like 3 airstrikes in Gaza. Just
y'all know that?
Regular, normal. And before October 7th, there were 234 Palestinians were killed.
Did y'all know that? How many people knew that? See, this is the type of stuff that I'm into. Like, we got to talk about this. So before October the 7th, listen to what he said. Before.
Gaza, just regular, normal. And before October 7th, there were 234 Palestinians were killed. 76 of them were children in the West Bank. That's normal. The idea of like they keep pushing you and pushing you and pushing you. So if you throw rocks, they break your limbs. If you take up armed resistance, you're a terrorist. If you sit put in your home, they will come in and use settlers to kick you out, like Sheikh Jarrah. They will take your home and your land away. So there's no point of you doing anything. If you are not even living in Palestine and you choose to boycott Israeli goods, you are not going to be able to work with 37 federal states governments because they have rules against BDS, which is weird that like South Dakota have to have a rule to defend Israel commerce. It just doesn't make any sense anymore.
So this is what I said about all of these so-called wannabe black people. This is why these Negroes would jump on board with all the madness, bruh. This is why they would get on board. Ain't nobody, y'all not ready to go to war because all they got to do is cut your water bill off, cut your water off, cut your check off, and Negroes will go right to sleep, bro. What do you need, brother? Because you know why? Because we're not really sticking up for each other. We truly are not looking out for each other. So don't come to me saying Sabir this and Sabir that. I'm with it, brother. The unity, brother. We got to come together and sing Kumbaya. Y'all don't want to come together because it's a sacrifice, bruh. It is a straight sacrifice. And the Crusades have never, ever died. It never died. And the people that y'all cheerlead, like the NAACP and all these black people that y'all see, they're the ones that's part of it. This brother right here, I don't know if you heard him talk about the Arab Spring. His brother is the one that started the Arab Spring. That's me in Tunisia. His brother started the Arab Spring. How many of y'all knew that? I'm sitting in Tunis with him, and I gave him the picture of the Moorish chief right there, which is hanging up in his house. I'm going to call him on the phone to see if he pick up. That's my brother, Zaid. We're eating lab labi. It's look up lab labi in Tunisia, in the restaurant, in a regular, you would call this a hole in the wall restaurant. Dead serious, eating lab labi. So his brother is the one that started the Arab Spring, right there, brother Zaid. You can look him up. So I do real journalism, brother. I don't sit behind social media and talk crazy. I don't do that. And to do that, you need people to back you. Don't think I get the backing like that, because I truly don't. So I'm going to switch up just a little bit, because I don't want to be on here for like 3 hours, okay, y'all? Because I do want to cook my food and get myself together so I can get pack and go out, go overseas. So bear with me. Any conversations you want the Rex 84, you can email me, but give me 1 second. I want to talk about Portugal for a second, because I'm going to switch up from the floor mat, from the doormat to the floor mat. Let's go. Okay. Are y'all ready? So strap in, please, y'all. Please share this video out on TikTok. If I don't know how you can do it on TikTok, but anywho, if you can share it out on Twitter, retweet this out 1,000,000 times. I'm open for this dialogue. But share it out, and show your love and show the support. And if I'm wrong, you got the floor to come check me. Okay, y'all got the floor to come check me, baby. Let's go. Come on, I'm going to switch up for a minute.
Old pirates, yes, they rabbi, sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom?
Asha, yes.
Redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I hear, redemption song, redemption song.
Listen, man.
Redemption.
How many times we're gonna lie to kill our prophets while we stand around and look? Real people, not the fake people on social media. Dumb dudes.
Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Oh, have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop at the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Yes, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption song. All I ever had, redemption song. These songs of freedom, songs of freedom.
People don't want real information. So let's go to Portugal real fast, y'all. So I'm going to share this with you. This is Al Jazeera, y'all. It's supposed to be the terrorist group. So this is what they do internationally. Now, I've been to this castle before. Remember I told you I was there? The Portuguese rediscovering their country Muslim past. I said, hold up. Did y'all see this article before? You ever see this, Percy?
Nah, I've never seen that before.
So let me take you on a journey real fast, okay? So this is the type of stuff that people don't want to talk about, but y'all like the sensationalism. So this, I think I sent this to you too, Rod. Did I send this to you, Rod? You on mute. I sent this to you yesterday. I think this morning rather.
I looked at a couple things you sent. I didn't see that, but I gotta go back and look though.
So this is the Moorish castle, right? So bear with me. I was reading this guy's article, right, where he came from. So check this out. I was in Lisbon. This guy's 33 years old, right? He said he was fleeing the war of his native Iraq. His name was Mustafa, right? He said he risked his life. Like, I don't know if y'all are familiar with this. When you on the Mediterranean, y'all, in that water, it ain't no joke. Trust me. Trust me, it's not. Right? So he was in here talking about the history in traveling. I found it common. He said, I found common words. Now he went to Portugal. This is him. He explains the beginning of the list them. It relate to food, other cities, regions, right? Then there is an expression, right? And he goes into the history. Then he says, no more foreign, right? Let me see something. Give me 1 second. He explains all of this, but the part that he's talking about, here go. He said, it should not be surprising that the Arabic influences can still be found in the Portuguese language for centuries. The region ruled by Arabic-speaking Muslim known as what? Moors. This is what people don't want to talk about. Wait a minute. He said the Moors, right? So they have to disconnect you from who the Moors are, right? Oh, yeah, they have to do that. We can't tell these black people that they're Moors, brother. They foundational black Americans. And it goes on, it says in the 8th century, right? So bear with me. In the 8th century. But he goes down a little further and says, give me 1 second. Since the Portuguese identified, wait a minute, give me 1 second. I'm going to highlight this for you. Constructed oppositions to the Moors once again. So what does this have to do with you black people? It's you that they're talking about. You are the Moor, without no doubt. Without no doubt, you're the Moor. Let me explain. This is the book I took to Portugal with me. I took this over there with me. Right? So let me show you my other books that I took over there. And I'm going to walk y'all through something, okay? To show you this connection. But we don't want this conversation because you know what? We got to cut the check, brother. Spirit, we just need the check, brother. And give it right back to the white man, brother.
Talk about cutting the checks, Sabir. What did that brother hit you up with me today?
No, he didn't hit me up. No, he didn't. He said he was. He said he asked me about a million questions, but no, he didn't hit me up.
Yeah.
He said, I'm gonna get you soon as I get off the feed, brother. Soon as I get off the feed. No, he never hit me up, bro. He said he was going to donate something, but he never did. That's why I keep trying to tell you, don't let people gaslight y'all and think they do. They don't. They say they
talking
would.
about keeping the Sabbath.
Okay.
He said what?
He said he was trying to keep the Sabbath. Remember?
This is why I told you, man. I know people. They're not about, listen, people say they do and they don't. Believe me, y'all. That's just how it is. So no, he didn't. So this is another book. Those are my two books right there. But he asked me a million questions though yesterday, didn't he? This is when I took that book with me, The Moors. That book is $79. The Moors in Spain and Portugal. 79. This book right here, I have two of those books, The Portuguese in West Africa. That's the one I took to Portugal with me. And the reason why I showed you that, right, is to show you our history is deeper than slavery, fam. You would think that our people want to have this conversation, but our history is deeper than slavery, fam. Believe me.
Yeah.
It's deeper than slavery. They have to sell slavery to y'all because you know why? It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
And
good deal.
the way I had to connect the dots too, Sabir, because I thought that they were two different people, but not realizing the term Sephardic, it comes in there, basically tells you that they the Moors, and then that's the
Yeah, the
people.
Moors. I got masses of books on it. This is in the book Portuguese West Africa, the Moors of Guinea. You can show people this. Mind you, this is not even Wikipedia research. This is in the Portuguese and West African book, the Moors of Guinea, right? But when you have people who don't do their research, brother, who watch other people's videos and just say we're going to make exposed videos and Sabir is lying, but they never show you what they're talking about, where they traveled at.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
They never did that. But you want to argue with me when you never went there. But yet you never seen them pull up a book. You never see them pull up where they were at. Right?
Facts.
Never saw that. But you want to get my
attention?
attention?
You know, because that's
it's a bit. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that said it pretty much for me. You gotta also you gotta travel these places. You know.
You gotta. There it is right there. Look it up online. Castelos dos Muros. Go look it up.
Yeah.
Y'all can research that.
Not realizing people don't realize so we talking about the same people. So
it's a bit. You say you got that was on Al Jazeera?
Yeah, brother, I keep trying to tell you, it's so we don't look for that type of stuff. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you too, Percy.
You know, they're always trying to discredit Al Jazeera, which is kind of odd.
No, brother, but because they have to keep the propaganda going, brother. Y'all don't get it yet? Majority of these people, 99% of people y'all watch on social media, brother, believe me. Ask them where they get the information from. I'm not lying. Ask them. Ask them where they get it from. 99% of them. This is called
all the big media networks be trying to discredit Al Jazeera as like being false information or kind of like loony, kind of crazy.
Man, they can try it.
Truth always break through.
Yeah, they got because you know what? They keep their money circulated, brother. They keep their money circulated like a mug. They understand it. So all these conversations that people keep trying to have, I can have that conversation. Oh, I definitely can have the conversation, baby. What you want to have? And here, it also speaks about the Moors in this book too. The Moors was the indigenous people.
Connection right there.
The Moors, the Moors was the indigenous people. It's in here. Oh, I got it. Look, it says the indigenous population of Spain, it's got black in here, was later the darker complexion. The Visigoths characterized them. He said they were Moors. Not Wikipedia, not Wiki. That was the indigenous population. But you have to go back before 1492. So when these cats do their videos, y'all should question them. What up, sis? Ask them where they get the information from. I'm almost finished, y'all. I know y'all tired of me. Okay? So let's go down a little further. In Portugal, when you go to these particular places, you start seeing things for yourself. So let me show you a little bit more. Give me 1 second. This is me walking. Hold up. This is all, and it's a plaque that's out there talks about it too. That's up in the clouds. Did y'all look up the Castelos dos Muros? Oh, look it up. In Portugal. So this is what journalism is like. When you go to the places and you film and you take pictures and you see it and you say, okay, it's starting to make sense. Hold up. Let me go more. Let me go down a little further. Trust me, I tag Al Jazeera to this too, y'all. That's what I do. So they can see people that actually be on the ground. Hold up. Let's go a little further. This is the train we was on our way up there. Rio de Moro. That was the train. It took us about an hour on the train. We was in Lisbon, but it took us an hour just to get to the castle. Then I had to walk up to the castle. They don't hide stuff from y'all. My sister says support. Yes, I hope they do. They should. Sabir, those documents you sent cleared up a lot. I keep trying to tell people I got a lot of stuff, man, that can clear up a lot of these things, but y'all don't want this type of conversation. Like, hold up, I got some more. Give me 1 second. I got more. I'm gonna show you the halfway mark, Percy, when I was walking up there with a backpack full of books. But we gotta, if we have time, if we want to stay longer, Percy, we should go to Portugal too. Just to go over there. That's the castle behind me. And that's not fog, people. That's the clouds that's behind me. I literally was humping up that motherfucker with a backpack on, boy. See, I got my comfortable shoes on too. So that's the castle, Castelos dos Moros, the Moorish castle. Everybody can go look up the Moorish castle in Portugal. Do not take my word for it. Look it up. But you gotta be fit. See how fit that is? You gotta be fit, bro. You gotta be fit to do this, bro.
So it's really elevated, huh? Really high elevation.
Seriously, go look it up. I'm not lying. Go look it up, bro. I was hoarse for a whole week, bro. I couldn't talk. It hurt me to talk.
Oh, because of the thin air.
Brother, I was literally, I couldn't even talk for a whole week. When I came, I felt like Moses coming from the mountains. Like, nigga, I couldn't even talk. I said, it was hurting me to talk. Seriously, for a whole week.
That's crazy, yo. That's wild.
Whole week, family. Whole week. It was hurting me. So, I'm gonna show you.
That's experiences of a lifetime, man.
It is. Yeah, it is. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you something else because there was another part. This is the part. I was the halfway part. Castelos dos Moros. You don't have to take nothing that I'm saying at face value. Everybody can go look this up. Moorish castle. So the reason why they can't tell black people this in the States is because it would start making you wake up. That's why they can't tell you. They can't tell you this, fam. They can't have Negroes woke, brother. They can't. Hit the like button, everybody. Thank you, my sister. You said everybody hit the like button. I'm almost finished, though. But I got a little bit more, but I want to show you something. I need to send these documents to you too, Percy. I got something else that I want to share with y'all before we go. There was more documents that I had. Give me 1 second. About this. 1 minute. We want to talk about census reports and stuff like that. Come on, man. This is in the Open University. Where's it at? Man, where's the hell is it? Hold on, I gotta agree to this, man. Let me see if I can find it. There was another document that I have to. I thought I sent it to you, Purse.
What is it?
It was about Portugal.
Hold on, let me check.
I think I sent it to you last night. And it was talking about the languages and how they use certain languages. I don't know if I sent it to you, Dre, I think I sent it to somebody last night, because I always send this stuff out. I might have sent it to, I'll be trying to send it to everybody, man, so I can keep it, keep it and pull it straight up.
I think I just sent it back.
Oh, you sent it back to me? Yes, you did. Thank you, bro. I got it. I'm great. Thank you, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I just got to keep this up. Yo, hold up. I sent it. Where is it at? 39. Give me 1 second. I'll send it to you, Purse.
Hey, Sabir, you got any receipts on that William Dungy case?
Man, I'm not even interested in that William Dungy case. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not. That's the typical that everybody keep running to. It's deeper than William Dungy, brother. Believe me when I tell you. This thing is deeper than William Dungy case, bro.
I just wanted to read it.
Yeah, I got it somewhere, but honestly, this thing is deeper than William Dungy case. What I'm sharing with you right now, this is what you need to understand. Trust me. So here it is right here. Why is this thing oh, here it go. This is it right here. So this is what I sent out yesterday, Percy. I'll send it to you in a minute, Percy. It's 13 pages, but it tells you about Portugal. And when you look up the guy Gerardo was the one that was cutting the heads off of the Moors. Oh man, these documents is crazy, bro. Oh, the history is so crazy. All this is about Portugal and the Moors, and how they use the word Moor was spelled different on here too. There it is. Look it up. Take a picture. It lasts longer. Lasts longer. So when you look up Gerardo El Pavor, he was the one that was cutting the heads of the Moors off. So the Crusades have never stopped. So I'm going to pull him up so you can exactly who this dude was. Okay. So you speaking of somebody who in Portugal and it started over there before it got to the States. Okay. Before it got to the States, give me 1 second. It started over there. Now, give me 1 second. And people that love football, here's the storyline. We should know about who this dude is. There you go, right there. He's holding a Moorish head, decapitated. If they can really decapitate you right now, they would. There it is right there. Hold on, let's go here. He stands. This is him. And they honor this dude over there. They honor him. Woo! Y'all don't even understand the history. What you talking about?
They called him an unsung hero.
Yes. An unsung hero. That's crazy. So
why in the world they honor him?
Because they know the history. This brother, same thing what happened. This is what they do, bro. I'm just being real with y'all. So they're really doing it to our people here right now. They're doing it to us right now. But if they can physically do it, they would. If they can physically do it. So for you copycatters that try to steal this content and do your own video, holla at your boy, at least donate to me. Okay? Do something. But I am going to get off of here in a minute, bro. But this thing is so real, y'all. Y'all got to do your research. I'm open for this dialogue. I was going to touch on Judge Joe Brown, and I'm talking about we need to have our own census. Own census. He was on the real Dana show, whatever it is. Dude, they already have that, but they have black folks down as this. Bear with me. On their census reports, this is it right here. That's me holding it. Which one are you, African American or black? Which one are you? So that's me holding it right there. Okay. So I want to know. Maybe I'll come back on later on. It depends on if it's worth it. It depends on if it's worth it.
It's like paper genocide.
Oh, brother, y'all not ready. But maybe I'll come back on. If I get like 2 grand, 3 grand, I'll definitely let y'all know I did. Y'all can support. I may come back. Who knows? Okay, about this part. Y'all can just buy this video right here. You can email me. I did it in 2001. You can email me. That's Sabir Bey's Overstanding the Language of Law, and I can email it directly to you. But damn, I forgot to get another Sims card, brother Percy. Make sure you bring some Sims cards, Percy. But I gotta go buy some tomorrow. All right. But I gotta go, y'all.
Hey, Sabir.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, real quick. You heard of the Vandals? The Vandals? You heard of the Vandals? They was like from North Africa or something?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading about them yesterday, and they was talking about they Moors, and they was talking about how they used to terrorize. It was raw, man. A lot of the Moors was raw, yo.
All that stuff, just look at us right now. We started the blackmail concept, brother, not them. We did. So if y'all want the Overstanding the Language of Law, email me. Anybody. I want to thank everybody far and near who like this show. If you love this show, you love what I do, please support it. Please support it, and please share the videos out to everybody, and have love in your heart, baby. You ain't gotta hate nobody, B. Okay? Just tell the truth. Okay? That's it. All right. So I think I'm really done now. I'm gonna go cook my food and get my life together. You know. Let me post this up here. I think I'll leave this one up here. But if you wanna talk with me, holler at your boy. I'm open for it. All right. I gotta go, brother. Thank y'all so much. Share the videos.
Peace, peace.
Peace, peace. Everybody have a good night. Peace.
The philosophy, old one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. Everywhere is war. It's a war that until they're no longer first class and second class citizens of any nation, until the color of a man's skin no more significance than the color of his eyes. It's a war that until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regard to race.
You said human rights, baby.
It's a war that until that day, the dream of lasting peace, world citizenship,
you can't stop me, baby.
Rule of international morality will remaining but a fleeting illusion to be pursued, but never attained. Now everywhere is war, war, and until the ignoble and unhappy regime that hold our brothers in Angola, in Mozambique, South Africa, subhuman bondage have been toppled, totally destroyed. Well, everywhere is war. It's a war. War in the east, war in the west, war up north, war down south, war, rumors of a war, and until that day, the African continent will not know peace. We Africans will fight it, we find it necessary, and we know we shall win.
Shout out to all my African brothers and sisters and my Caribbean brothers and sisters global.
And we are confident in the victory. A good over evil. Good over evil. Yeah. Good over evil.